Hi everyone, welcome to Sacred Journey with Barin Gill. This video today is about cord cutting. If you have been enjoying my content so far, please remember to like and subscribe below and give me a comment. I'd love to hear your feedback, or if there's any particular topic that you'd like some spiritual guidance on, I'm here for you. Please use the comments box to provide any comment that you think will help me. Thank you so much. So today's topic is cord cutting. Now, why am I choosing cord cutting as a topic this month of July coming into August? This is because we have just experienced a Mars and Ketu alignment, which we've just come out of on the 28th of July, Ketu being the south node. And now we're entering a Mars-Saturn direct opposition from the 28th of July onwards. That's going to carry on until September. And the power of both these alignments, with Mars being there, is that they are creating conflict externally. But external conflict cannot exist unless we have conflict within us that brings up the external conflict outside that we are unconsciously manifesting in the world around us. So these 2 months, the months of June and July, would have brought up various issues in our life that require us to end certain cycles. And this may have happened in your previous life as well, before June and July, where you may have encountered situations where you need to break up with individuals, where you have had difficult friendships, where you have had difficult work relationships, or any such area where you know you need to end any contact, any intimate relationship that no longer serves your needs. Now, I have seen cord cutting all over social media. And cord cutting that has been described is simply some visualization that then requires either a healer or yourself to, in visualization, cut any cords, any connective energies between two people. And that, in my experience of doing various energy healings on myself and on others, is not a complete cord cutting exercise. Now let me explain why. Cord cutting requires there to have been cords created by both sides. So whilst you are not responsible for the other person's cords, you have made the effort to build these cords, whether consciously or subconsciously. You have made the effort to build these cords with someone. So you may cut the cords. However, once you cut the cords, the energy that has built the cords, that cord on your side is still there. You can energetically dissolve the cord, but that doesn't alleviate you from not doing the work. From doing the work to end whatever it is that you did to create that cord. So as an example, you end your connection with someone. Maybe you are married to them, maybe you had a breakup, maybe it's a friend that is no longer in your life. You end that connection with them, but you haven't taken the time to reflect why you chose that friend to be in your life. When it was that suited you, why it suited you, what were you gaining from them being in your life? When did you start to see red flags or difficulties develop? And how is it that it took you the time it took you to finally make the changes that you needed to make? Now, when you start to become aware of the effort you have made, again consciously or unconsciously, to build those cords with someone, then you really heal the pattern that you used to create that cord in the first place. And without that part taking place, you can energetically cord and dissolve any cords that you'd like. You can cut the cords, you can dissolve the cords, you can do whatever you like. However, if you want to fully end that experience in you, you need to take back power, take back responsibility for what you have done, the efforts you have made to build that cord, and all the times you missed to stop bringing any more energy to that cord, that relationship. This will completely end not just that individual's connection with you and any dreams and any Mercury retrograde comebacks and past life stuff to do with that person, but it will also stop you from attracting similar events, situations, people's work colleagues, work situations that have been reoccurring in your life. So it is one thing to do visualizations, energy actions, very, very powerful stuff, but they are the first step to making and taking the actions to manifest that in the physical plane, right? They work subtly to bring those activities up in you. So do not ignore those signs, those messages, those moments where you feel like something is still not finished. Do the work to end that cycle. Now, we will attract people into our life that are here for our highest evolve. That is the process. And the universe doesn't care. It doesn't care about whether these people are your parents, your children, your friends, your partners, your work colleagues. It really does not care. You make a lot of choices, subconsciously or unconsciously or in between lives, that draw someone that is required to be in your life into your space. So do not ignore the work that you need to do. It is not enough for you to go to a sound bath and think that that has shifted your energy. Yes, it does create a vibrational shift in your life. It makes you think and feel into a new space that you want more of in your life. And that creates an entire energetic reset that then starts to draw different experiences into your life. But there's a lot of work, active work, that needs to take place for you to fully manifest these changes into your life. I hope that was helpful. Now, as we enter the month of August, we are seeing the Mars and Saturn opposition. We're also seeing the alignment of Jupiter and Venus in the sign of Gemini. So this will impact everybody's charts in a different way. And we're seeing a very powerful new moon in Leo on the 23rd of August. So this new moon is conjunct the Sun, and this new moon is conjunct Ketu as well, the South Node. So it's going to ignite something from the past that is here to serve a realignment for you into the rest of this year. And this will also open the beginning of the eclipse portal. The next eclipse is on the 7th of September. Very powerful eclipse in the sign of Virgo. Just to remind everyone, I do Vedic astrology readings. I do Vedic astrology forecasts. And this is sidereal astrology. It's not tropical astrology. And I have found it to be so helpful in these years of my life, post 35. I found tropical astrology was pretty interesting, pretty accurate for me pre-35, but post-35, Vedic astrology has been a massive energy shift into what I would say a more evolved phase of my life. So if that appeals to you, you know where to find me for birth chart readings, transit readings. I also do tarot. I do energy healing, specifically womb healing for women who are going through major shifts in their life, and recently men as well, who are starting to move on from the kind of relationships that they were in before to a new phase of their life. I also do spiritual guidance coaching if you're going through any awakenings, and I do various meditations, workshops, full moon and new moon circles, that if you need to realign you back to who you actually deeply are. I look forward to seeing you at my workshops, my one-to-one sessions. And please remember to like and subscribe below and comment if you have enjoyed or found this content useful. If you have recently experienced a cord cutting, just add on what I said. If you have any questions for me, use the comment box or find me on Instagram to ask me any question. If you'd like to join my WhatsApp tribe, details are below as well. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a lovely week, month. Look out for my future forecast coming up shortly. Bye for now, everyone.